swing trading is more than just holding a stock for a few days and hoping for the best. According to Brian Pezim, it's a structured, disciplined business. His book, How to Swing Trade, breaks down how to treat this business seriously, with rules, strategies, and repeatable processes. Brian has written the book keeping all trading novices in mind, and therefore devoting a large chunk of the book to trading basics like charting, tools, platforms, technical analysis, indicators, chart patterns, fundamental analysis, and much more. Therefore, for a trading newbie, the book can be an inexpensive crash course on trading basics. Alternatively, if you want to accelerate your trading journey and steepen your learning curve, consider joining our group. You'll gain access to my custom-built breakout scanner, developed from over 30 years of trading experience. It's designed to identify high-quality stocks breaking out with strong momentum while offering low-risk entry points. You'll also receive full access to all of my past and future trades, along with a comprehensive strategy PDF that explains every aspect of my trading approach. That being said, let's dive in. In this video, I'm walking you through the exact approach Pezim uses. Pezim began his trading journey humbly. His first stock was a single share of Bell Canada, gifted by his father. Over the years, he transitioned into swing trading after learning from painful mistakes, including a rough experience during the dot-com bubble. During this period, he made a lot of money and then lost a lot of money, calling it a humbling lesson. Swing trading, in his words, is ideal for people who can't sit in front of the screen all day. You hold positions for anywhere from a day to a few weeks, and it's therefore perfect for those who prefer a slower and more methodical approach than day trading, but who still want more control than long-term investing. To swing trade well, you need a few things: the right tools, a solid account, discipline, and a firm grasp of both technical and fundamental analysis. Here is what I consider the most important message from the book. Capital preservation is the golden rule. Pezim drives this home. If you lose your capital, you're out of the game. So never risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade. That rule alone will save your account when markets get volatile. Accept losses as part of the game, and only adjust your trade plan if the stock, sector, or market fundamentals change. Brian emphasizes that emotional detachment is key. Markets don't care about your feelings, and if a trade fails, record it in your journal and move on. Don't take it personally. That's why journaling is central to his process. You document every entry, stop, and exit, even the reason you entered. This helps you identify what works and what doesn't. Finally, stay mentally and physically healthy, as emotional states can impact your trading decisions. Now let's focus on Brian's swing trading rules. Rule number 1. Avoid holding through earnings. Pezim compares it to spinning a roulette wheel. A stock might gap up or crash down on earnings. No amount of chart reading can predict which way. For him, it's not worth the risk. He exits before earnings are announced. Rule number 2. Steer clear of penny stocks and OTC markets. These low-priced, thinly traded stocks are often targets for pump-and-dump schemes. Liquidity dries up fast, and they can gap violently. It's tempting to go after big percentage moves, but Pezim says the risk isn't worth it. Rule number 3. Avoid overexposure. Don't place too many trades at once. He warns against spreading yourself thin with too many open positions. Stick to a few high-quality setups and monitor them carefully. Rule number 4. Always know your exit before entry. Every trade should come with a predefined stop loss and a profit target. Pezim believes this is what separates professionals from gamblers. Pezim presents 3 swing trading strategies he uses consistently. Strategy 1. Scanning for daily setups. This is the workhorse of his trading approach. He scans stocks based on technical setups, flags, breakouts, ABCD patterns, support bounces. He extensively uses price patterns, candlesticks, and basic indicators like the moving averages to spot swing trading opportunities. He also focuses on leading sectors to spot stocks that have the best chance of doing well. Pezim uses free tools like FinViz and ChartMill. He filters for high-volume stocks, ideally above $2 per share, and looks for price movement above the 20-day or 50-day moving average for long trades and vice versa for short trades. Here is a table showing the parameters he uses for different scans in FinViz. Feel free to pause the video to get a grasp of it. He trades both trend continuation and reversal patterns. While we've covered trend continuation extensively on this channel, here is an interesting scanner Brian uses to spot reversals. For upward reversals, Brian filters for stocks above the 20-day moving average, or DMA, but below the 50 and 200 DMA. Once he finds candidates through his scans, he reviews the chart manually. He checks for consolidation near support, increasing volume on breakouts, and bullish or bearish candlestick formations. The setup must also offer a favorable reward-to-risk ratio, at least 2-to-1. He often finds setups on Sunday evenings, preparing his watch list for the week. By doing this work in advance, he's able to act decisively when the market opens. The second strategy he follows is gap plays. This strategy focuses on trading the reaction to overnight news. Gaps occur when stocks open significantly higher or lower due to earnings, analyst upgrades, or major news events. Here's how Pezim trades them. If a stock gaps up on good news and holds the gain into the afternoon, especially the last 30 minutes of the session, that's a bullish sign. He may enter before the close, expecting continuation the next day. The entry is based on 3 factors. News must be meaningful and recent. The intraday chart must show strength and rising volume. And the closing price should be near the high of the day. These are short-term trades. He might hold for just a day or two. But the key is not entering randomly on a gap. He waits to see if buyers stay committed after the open. The third strategy Brian follows is hot sector mania. This is Pezim's most explosive, but least frequent strategy. Sometimes entire sectors catch fire, like blockchain in 2017 or cannabis in 2018. During these manias, even marginal companies can see wild price moves. He cites the example of Long Island Iced Tea Corp. Changing its name to Long Blockchain Corp. The stock jumped 200% in a single day. That's not due to fundamentals, it's momentum, pure and simple. Another trade he shared involved New Age Beverages Corporation. When they announced a CBD-infused drink line, the stock surged 62.5% in one day. Pezim didn't buy at the top. He waited for a flag pattern to form over the next 2 sessions. The lesson? Let others chase the news. You watch the chart. Enter when the crowd starts to pile in, not before. Pezim trades these manias with caution. He watches for the sector to heat up on social media and news feeds. Then he identifies the stocks within that sector that are gaining traction. Once a leader emerges, usually the most liquid stock with the strongest chart, he waits for a breakout from a flag or consolidation and then enters. But once the euphoria fades, he's out. Quick profits, quick exits. No diamond hands here. Next, Brian emphasizes precision execution. Pezim believes that the most important part of a trade is not how much you make, but how well you manage it. A strong setup with poor execution is a wasted opportunity. He prefers entering on breakouts with confirmation, meaning the stock not only breaks resistance, but does so on rising volume. He waits for price action to confirm the pattern. If the stock gaps too high above the intended entry, he won't chase. If it dips closer to support while maintaining structure, he may enter with a tighter stop. He uses limit orders, not market orders, to control slippage. And before entering, he calculates his stop and target. For exits, he uses a fixed target and a stop loss. For example, if his entry is at $20, he might set a stop at $19 and a target at $23. That's a 3-to-1 reward to risk setup. If the trade moves in his favor, he might scale out, selling half at the first target and letting the rest ride with a trading stop. He also uses OCO orders, one cancels the other. This means when the target is hit, the stop is cancelled automatically and vice versa. This reduces decision-making and emotional errors during the trade. If a trade hits the stop, he closes it and logs it. No regrets. If it hits the target, he does the same. If it runs beyond the target, the trailing stop locks in more profit. In the final chapters, Pezim reiterates the importance of routine. Swing trading is a business. You research, scan, log trades and review results. He recommends setting weekly goals, preparing a watch list every weekend, and journaling trades daily. One of his routines includes market review on Sunday, morning check-in 30 minutes before open, setting alerts and orders, and an end-of-day review and journaling. Without routine, traders drift. With it, you stay focused, adapt faster, and improve consistently. To sum up Pezim's playbook: 1. Follow strict rules. Avoid risky trades like earnings gambles and penny stocks. 2. His 3 strategies: scanning setups, gap plays, and Sector Mania trades. 3. Enter with precision. Confirmed setups, strong volume, and clear stops. 4. Exit with discipline. Fixed targets, trailing stops, and no emotion. And 5. Journal and review constantly. Improvement is measured. Swing trading isn't about being right all the time. It's about managing risk, seizing opportunities, and compounding capital steadily. That's the Brian Pezim way. And that's also my approach, which has delivered this equity chart over the decades. The best part? It takes much less work because of our bespoke scanner and the help you get from the community. For those interested, why not check out the links in the description below? As always, thanks for watching.